What's Cooking Today? I'm Paul Stern. That is Jack Roberts.
Yeah, that's me.
You're the executive producer.
Well, yeah, I guess. I'd rather have the money instead of the title, but yeah, that's right, I am.
Michael Horn on assignment, and stepping in studio, Eric Hines, of course, from the early edition of What's Cooking Today.
He's my co-host of the morning show.
And that is the case. And you brought up something prior to going on the air that I wanted to kind of maybe elaborate on, because that sounded quite interesting. You were talking about going on the internet and getting reduced certificates or prices at restaurants, quality restaurants.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty popular now. I know there's a couple websites that do it. One of them is Groupon.com and another one is Restaurant.com. But really cool because you could go onto the website and sign up, and you'll get emails every day with like special offers in your area. Right now I'm signed up for like the LA Metro and San Fernando Valley. And so I'll get 2 emails a day with like a deal of the day. Sometimes it'll be restaurants, sometimes it'll be gym memberships, it'll be, art classes, all kinds of different stuff. But I go for the food. So yeah, it's really great. Usually it's like 50% off. Like today, for example, I got a $60 gift certificate to Drago in Santa Monica.
That's a very popular restaurant.
Very nice, yeah. Popular Italian
restaurant. For excellent high-end cuisine.
Yeah. So for $30, I got a $60 gift certificate to Drago.
So you got a certificate.
Yeah.
You can use that off the menu, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and of course, usually there's some kind of fine print, like you can't use it on certain days, or happy hour, you can't use it toward happy hour. But you read the fine print, and if it looks good, you buy it. And I mean, I use it all. I go at least once or twice a week on a Groupon.
Well, you were telling me that one of our favorite restaurants, actually right next to me, is Yamashiro.
Oh yeah.
Offered a Groupon. Coupon as well, right?
Yeah, that was the first time I used a Groupon. I went to Yamashiro.
The Yamashiro restaurant.
Yeah, up there in the Hollywood. Was it Hollywood Hills? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the Hills of Hollywood, right above Hollywood Boulevard.
Right
above the Magic Castle, right next to the Jack Roberts estate.
Oh, and me and the wife had a great time. We had drinks. We had great food.
You took your wife.
Oh yeah. And see, I'm a little slick though.
Yeah, Paul.
I didn't want to jump on it.
That's what married people do.
Well, we got to get into it. We got to get into it.
I guess the issue that I have, I not too long ago was in a restaurant situation where I didn't have necessarily a certificate, but I had one of those like credit cards that you see that are sold at a lot of they're sold all over the place. You can get
entertainment type credit.
Yeah, you can get a credit
at the grocery store.
Yeah, where they put a certain dollar amount on the credit card, and because it was a date type environment and situation, I didn't want to give the appearance that I was using any kind of credit to pay for the meal. So I ended up not using it. But apparently any kind of hesitation that I might have had didn't seem to affect Eric. Your ability to peel out that certificate.
That's a good point, because when you're married, you're not worried about your image at all.
Well, that's not necessarily true, Jack. Because I'll tell you, I still want to look like the big shot, right?
Yeah.
So here's my trick.
How does this work? Because I'm almost getting embarrassed for you.
Here's my trick, okay, and this is
Groupon date.
Oh, seriously, it can come off a little bad if you don't do it just right. So what I do is I'll get seated, and I'll let my date know that I have to run to the restroom.
Your wife.
My wife. And when I run to the restroom,
or his date,
whoever I'm there with, and I run to the restroom, and on my way back, I just simply go to the server and say, hey, I'd like to have this Groupon applied to my table.
To me,
and no one knows a thing.
The thing is, I hate to even say this, and Sam across the glass will probably
Sam knows what I'm talking about.
No, Sam will know what I'm talking about. If I'm on a date type situation, I've had a couple of drinks, and the last thing that I want to do at that point in time is sitting there trying to interact with like a wait staff or a maitre d' about some kind of Groupon certificate.
Yeah, I would say getting drunk and then trying to use your Groupon
trying to pull it off.
So you go up.
You got to be totally on your game to be able to pull it off.
You got to be on your game.
Yeah.
So you present it at the waiter station. Your wife never knows.
Never knows. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't mind. My wife, she doesn't mind. But still, save face. You want to look like a big shot. So yeah.
Okay. Now, point number 2.
Okay.
As if point number 1 wasn't enough. How is it that a restaurant is able to basically sell you a meal for $30 and then
they need bodies
with a clear conscience? I'm sitting across, on the other side of the room, and that same meal is costing me $60.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I went to Yamashiro,
explain that one.
I talked to the wait staff at Yamashiro. First of all, they're more than accommodating. Groupon or not.
You're not getting like the budget version of the meal?
No, we had top, 5-star meal at Yamashiro.
Really?
And they explained kind of how it works for them.
Sure.
They got thousands of those Groupons.
It's advertising.
Turned in at Yamashiro. Thousands of those Groupons of people that probably typically wouldn't be going to Yamashiro.
Wow.
So, I mean, not only are they bringing in new customers.
I understand it's a promotion.
Yeah, big time. I mean, thousands of those Groupons went out for Yamashiro.
Sounds like a successful promotion.
Erica, I think what Paul is alluding to his date with Judy, which was not the most successful date.
That was actually, I hate to put myself in the category of being cheap, but that was actually trying to convert a CRN dinner at Il Tiramisu, where we're supposed to cover this press, into a dating environment with a celebrity of sorts.
We're not talking about a CRN trade. We're talking about about a coupon from an advertising company. Right?
And I didn't pull that one off very well either, because when we were joined by other members of the CRN staff who thought it was perfectly acceptable to actually move it on my action.
Judy thought that she was going to.
They moved it to the point where there actually was no action.
She thought she was going to have some alone time with you, and she got Fred beaten and like what?
Table for four, please.
And I believe a gentleman named Matt, but I can't be totally sure about that one. I can't remember his name, but he was there.
He was a street guy. He just wanted a free meal.
He does some kind of interesting work, I'm sure.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I mean, you definitely got to save face, because using those coupons can be kind of embarrassing.
Well, I'll look on into it. I'll see what's going on.
You know what drives me nuts? When you're in a grocery store and they start going through their coupons ahead of you, go nuts. That doesn't happen at the restaurant.
No, it's real quick and easy. And if you have a problem, if you ever go into a restaurant on a Groupon and they give you a hard time, you go to the Groupon people, you let them know what happened, and they call the restaurant and correct them. So it's like there's a process. So they take care of it.
That'll making sure that you get the extra special treatment.
So the next time you come on in, exactly.
Boy. Eric, yeah. Wow. All right, Eric, thank you. Eric, thank you very much for joining us with this.
Have you got a coupon for Subway, maybe for McDonald's?
Okay, Jack, that wasn't necessary.
Can we get a 2 for 1 at McDonald's, please?
Jack.
It's not payday yet. I need a 2 for 1 at McDonald's.
Guy has family listening to the show.